It's Tyler with Gaia Force Gaming, and I'm here with friend of the team, friend of the channel, friend of us all, Ben. His Discord handle and Twitch handle is Airborne. I'll throw links in the description for his Twitch. He streams Digimon card game as well as fighting games. Marvel mostly, right?
Correct.
And you should check him out. He's got a great stream, honestly. A lot of fun to watch. And today, he played in the first BT6 regionals, along with most of us. And he got second place with Gabubond. So he's here to talk about his list. So yeah, I guess without further ado, Ben, go ahead and take it away.
I will do, sir. And thank you once again for beating the one person that was XO1, so that allowed me to get second.
I avenged you.
Unfortunately, I think your tiebreaker should have been better than mine just because of that.
Oh, it's okay.
Anyways, I had my trusty Gabumon memory marker here that I got off Etsy. Shoutouts to, I think her name was Captain Puff or something. Anyways, she made this and I bought it impulsively. So, had my good boy. I call this Good Boy Rush just because it's, you know, Gabubond, but it has all my good boys in it. So, to start, we have 4 Upamon, no 5th baby. It's an aggro deck, and a lot of time, if we're not killing them by the time we go through the 4th baby, we're sitting and raising to prep to kill them. So, there's no need for a 5th baby. It's just going to be inconsistent. Starting off with the rookies. I run 13 of my good boys. I got 4 of the BT6 ones, 2 of the Altar, 2 of the pre-release, of course. 4 of the BT1 Gabumon, the draw ones, the Drawbumons. 3 of the Dash Pack Gabumon. I don't actually have 4, but I think 3 is perfectly fine. And then 2 starter deck Gabumon, the ST2 one. Originally, I had just 2 and 2 here. And was only running 12, but I had 1 Elecmon that I was testing out, and I figured the 2 drop wasn't that all worth it, so I went ahead and just threw in my 3rd Dash Pack Gabu. And then for the remaining rookies, I have 4 Strawbymon and 2 Madoki Betamon. The Strawbymon, with the amount of hybrids I run, I think I run 4 Lobo, 2 Kendo, and then I maxed out the Tamer, so I have 4 Davis and 4 Matt. Essentially with the other Strawbies, if it's the first hybrid you see, you have 17 targets, which is fantastic, and there's a lot of times you can actually hit 2. That feels great. The Gabumon generally, I want to put in raising. It's there just as a backup, and if Matt's the only thing, or Davis is the only thing I'm missing, that's generally when I drop that Dash Pack Gabu. The Madoki Betamon is super clutch for the mirror. For 3 Musketeers, I typically just sit on it, wait for them to have Soundbird and raising. And then once it's done its job, where they promote the Soundbird and they swing with it, don't get the memory gain, then it's done its job, so I can Digivolve on top of it or crash it into security. So that's it for the rookies. Total of 19. Then we have champions. We have 4 Lobo of the hybrid evolution ones. We're not running any of the power-up pack ones. We're not running the ancient build because it's too inconsistent, and I ran it way too much in BT4 and BT5, so I'm kind of tired of it. Then we have 2 Kendo Gabubond, one of my favorite cards, 2 Octomon, and 1 Gorillamon. So for the 4 Lobos, pretty straightforward. We're running 8 Tamers, and so in a lot of matchups, specifically like 3 Musketeers and security control, if they don't have Zwart Defeat, they can't hit the Tamers. So a lot of times you're just sitting on the Lobos and the Kendos and everything to just burst them at the end if they give you a lot of memory. The Kendos are absolutely fantastic for Jesmon, the Bond Mirror, Agubond, the Rookie Rush that I lost to. And it's absolutely fantastic being able to bounce a rookie and then potentially more based on another card I'll show in a bit. 2 Octomon, the card is insane. 7k on a rookie, or on a champion is insane. I was one of the Doberman apologists in BT5 and ran it in Lilith Loop for a bit to try to deal with the Lord Knight and Green OTK matchups. And so I love having 7k champions. And then the 1 Gorillamon, this I think is best for, as much as I would love to run more of it, just being able to choke the opponent at 1 at key moments is very good. And also at situations where you promote a Gabumon, you're at 2 memory, you can Digivolve into Gorilla and play an option card that I'll be showing in a bit. Very strong. And then lastly, the only other Digimons we have are 4 Gabumon Bond and Friendship. Self-explanatory. I honestly didn't go into Bond as often as I could because a lot of times just chipping away at the security and everything, being able to save the Bond and threaten it as a board clear or to just close out the game was more vital just because in certain matchups, since I'm not running any blockers, my security is a lot more vital. Not running any Magnetramons, obviously, either. And for the Tamers, like I said, we're running 4 Matt and 4 Davis. Whenever you see the Davis, it's I like to think of it as a 4-cost rookie that is basically a searcher as well. Being able to find the bonds is imperative. Being able to find your pieces is imperative. And also, since we're running 6 hybrids, just being able to Digivolve on top of the Tamers, since boards are so easily managed in this format, I feel it's pretty imperative. Not to mention being able to start at 3 guaranteed each turn. Either gives you, when you're pushing up the Gabumon out of racing, it either gives you 2 hybrid swings along with the Gabu swing, or the Gabubond combo. So it's absolutely imperative, and obviously, Matt's insane.
Yeah.
I was experimenting a little bit with the starter deck to Matt as a one-of, but I took it out very early on. And then the options. So this is the option I've been talking about, Forbidden Trident. We're running 2 of, 2 Howling Memory Boost, 2 Rattlestar, and 4 Hammer Spark. And Forbidden Trident was the MVP of the deck. A lot of people, I don't know if people really know exactly what it does, but it is a 1-cost option that says one of your Digimon gets plus 2,000 DP, and when attacking, return one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon to its owner's hand. So it's basically a Kendo on an option. And in the mirror match specifically, I noticed that if the opponent got an Octomon out and had swung with it and it lived and everything, then a lot of times it was a big hassle and generally would force my hand to go into Gabubond to get rid of it, or Rattlestar, and it was generally a large investment. Forbidden Trident allows me to either go up into Kendo, go up into Gorillamon or something, be able to swing over the Octomon, and then actually bounce whatever else is on the board. And just that amount of tempo swing for such a small cost and potentially keeping the body alive was huge. I was playing against a Jesmon player in round 3. They had Bao Huckmon that was suspended, Sistermon Shell, Sistermon Blanc, and a Savior Hookmon with no sources under it because I had Howlinged it. And I brought my Gabumon out, went into Kendo, Forbidden Trident it, traded into the Bao Huck, and bounced... sorry, there was also Hookmon on the board. I bounced the Huck and the Blanc. And that just set him back and was able to just manage the board long enough to where I could actually chip him down and kill him. Howling Memory Boost is honestly the most underrated card in this set. It's nuts. It's unfair.
It's
Against
really
3 Musketeers, like, if they go into Gundramon at any point, like, if you see the Deputy Mon, you don't answer it unless you have, like, a lot of benefit from the bond. You just wait for the Gundramon to come down and then you just Howling it. And then it becomes absolutely useless. Generally, they put you at 3 when they do it, so you can still attack afterwards, get your chips in, and then they go into Zwart at some point to try to, save themselves, and they have one less blocker they have to worry about. Rattlestar, I only run at 2. I was thinking about Cocytus or Absolute Blast or anything, but I figured just the Rattlestars are enough. Generally, a lot of times the opponent has to go wide in most situations in order to try to answer this, or essentially race the deck. And Rattlestar a lot of times will allow you to hit Beelstars, Zwarts, Gundramons, stuff like that. Sometimes Mechanoris as well, when you don't have the bonds. And then the 4 Hammer Sparks are self-explanatory. We're playing a blue deck, so we run 4 until we get Ice Wall, and then we run 4 each.
Yeah. Oh man, Ice Wall's cracked. It's gonna be such a crazy card. So, what were your matchups like? What did you feel you excelled against? What did you struggle against?
3 Musketeers felt like a feast, I'll be honest. A lot of times, the Three Musketeers player would get the Deputymon on board. They would have the Rookie and Raising. And if they spent time playing Matt or a Tamer or something, it felt even better. Just because there was less things to be in my way, essentially. And the Kendos and the Forbidden Tridents were absolutely huge in those matchups. That they played the Mechanori, I was still able to swing over it, scare them into not blocking, and bounce their Rookie so that they didn't get the Demi-Mare effect or the on-deletion effect. That had some interesting text. There's like Shakuamon and stuff in it. The second round was a Three Musketeers player that I beat 2-0. Third round was a Jesmon player that I beat 2-0. Unfortunately, they didn't realize they had a second delicate plan, so when they had to basically go for broke when I had 3 security left, go into a Groundgermon with a Greymon underneath. And when they swung, after they put delicate plan on it, it was a Madoki and a Tamer. And then when they swung with the Huckmon with 1 memory left, it was Hammer Spark, so the delicate plan didn't prevent the Hammer Spark from triggering.
Yeah.
And he had the other delicate in hand. But he felt pretty doubtful about the matchup, so he was fine with accepting defeat there. Fourth round was another Three Musketeers player. I feel so awful for him because his power went out on like the second turn, and since it disconnected him from the Discord, it automatically gave me the game 1 win. And then game 2, I ran through him pretty hard. I just locked down the Gundramon with the Howling, like I said, and then when he tried to go off with the Beelstar and everything, he was in a position where he couldn't really come back, so I was able to just close it out there. Next game was a Jesmon, I believe. Shoutouts to Dark Godzilla. That was a 2-1. He was the first person to take a game off me. I just got straight up Jesmon the first game, but second and third games, he didn't see the immediate line, so I was able to thankfully not have to get double Jesmon back-to-back. I think I lost like turn 4 the first game. And then game 6 was another Three Musketeers player. Round 6. And then round 7 was the Rookie Rush player that actually got third. Shoutouts to Umbral Horror. Played a yellow, red, green Rookie Rush that had Mechanori and Puppet in it. It was insane.
Very cool.
And it was very stressful. All 3 of those, actually, I think it was just the second and third game, came down to like 1 security, 1 swing, and everything. Where it was all on, all on the board at that point. And unfortunately, like I was able to set him to 1, had the Madoki out, so he couldn't like double blinding ray into Bushi or something along those lines. And unfortunately, my last security was not the Hammer Spark I needed in order to win the game. But it happens. And then the final round was another Jesmon player, and that was a quick 2-0.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, congrats, man. Second place. Only 1 loss, and it was to someone who was in the finals with a pretty, I'm sure, a deck you weren't prepared to play, so...
Absolutely not. And any player that can be more aggressive than I can has always been uncomfortable for me. I always love to play against the security control players and everything, because I'm just more of a passive calculated player, but this deck lets me just like, I don't know, be passive aggressive, I guess.
passive aggro.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good run. I was stoked to see you doing so well. I was hoping to see you and Dan in the finals, but hey, second place, still good.
Yeah, I was either hoping for, to see you or Dan in the finals, or see both of you in the finals, but
that's okay.
We fell just short.
I ended up 9th. I'll take it. I don't mind. But yeah.
I mean, like you winning though, your shoutouts to Gaia Force Gaming tournaments. They're the reason why I've been able to improve so quickly as a player, even though I haven't played them in a while. But a lot of my locals also play in them, and we all level up together. So I couldn't have done it without Gaia Force Gaming.
Yeah, your locals is stacked. Like, a lot of people from your locals did really well at the in-person Gen Con. Like Shannon being over there too. Yeah, I know he was stoked in our team chat to see you winning. So it was just a great day. It was the first BT6 regionals. I think we get 2 more before the starters come out. So short-lived format, but it's been pretty fun.
Absolutely.
Do you have any shout-outs you want to do? Like I said, I'll put your links in the description. But if you want to like shout anyone out or mention anything, now's the time.
Yeah, shout outs to you all, obviously, the Gaia Force team. Always my favorite people to see. Was super happy to see you guys at Gen Con. That was a very fun trip. Shout outs to my locals, Man in Unlimited, Shannon, Trey, also both of them also part of Gaia Force. Nando, Elias, Probowski, aka Thomas, Grayson from Digi Academy as well. And everyone else, I apologize if I forgot you. Shoutouts to the people that, when I do stream, are always there, especially our champion, Dan the Man Vang, and Avocados, who is my favorite stream monster of the Digimon community. And yeah, just thanks everyone else that was pulling for me. Greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time to hang out. I think your last deck on here was the purple Garurumon deck, so it's good that we came full circle back to Good Boy.
All right, so now for the EXO1 set, I need to top or win with a another Good Boy Garuru tribal deck once we get the EXO1 support.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
All right, Ben, thanks for coming by, and everyone watching, go check him out on Twitch, follow him, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you.
Thanks.